Kia ora, Jane.
Kia ora.
Thank you for doing this with me today.
You're welcome.
So 20 Days of Awesome is this project I've started to celebrate the awesome people that are in my life and in our community. And so thank you for being part of that. Thanks for being in my life. So tell us a bit about you.
Okay, well, my family and I moved from the UK about 8 years ago to this beautiful Bay of Plenty. And we settled in a Hopi to start with. Our kids went to a Hopi school for the first few years, fantastic school. And they're growing up, so we're now living in a lifestyle block out towards Taniatua and got a few animals. And we both teach at Trident School, but Jez works full time and I do a little bit of relief there. But most people know me for my yoga, I think, because I teach quite a few classes a week, about 7 classes a week, including kids yoga and aroma yoga with the oils. And I have a lot of passions in my life, and as you know, one of them is dance. So I've been belly dancing for about 6 years.
Yeah. And you're amazing at it.
No, thank you. I love it, and I love the performance aspect of it. I love how we come to, you know, it's not that I want to exclude men from it, but it tends to attract women, and it is a very feminine form of dance, and I love that it really brings women together and helps to build their confidence in themselves and their bodies and just how they present themselves to the world, and it gives them a license to put on some sparkles and jingles. Yeah, so, and the other thing, I think the two for me really link together, the yoga and the dance. I mean, I've been doing yoga for over 20 years, 21 years myself. That's my own practice. So it's a big part of my life. And people come to yoga for lots of different reasons. Physical, they want to build strength or flexibility, or want to help reduce the stress in their life. But I think for me, it's about that moving meditation and actually helping people to stop, take some time out of their life, connect with the breath, just tune in with themselves. And they'll get all of those benefits, the increasing flexibility and all of that stuff, helping to breathe, to reduce stress. But it also, when you come into a meditative space, you actually see life from a very different perspective. It's like it lifts you, like you see life from a totally up there, you see life from up there. So you can become less reactive and more loving, I think, and open.
That's really neat.
Yeah.
So is yoga something, do you have to be sort of slim and flexible to start with, or
that would mean that not many people will be doing yoga.
So even little round people like myself have got a place in yoga as well?
Absolutely. And even, you know, I'm doing a yoga starter beginner class at the moment, and that's one of people's fears, is that, oh, I'm so inflexible, I can't do it, or I'm not very fit, or, you know, whatever. But I think what they realise when they start is it's much more about the breath.
Yeah. You
know, it's not about flying into headstands or splits or... I still can't do the splits. I've been doing it for 20 years. So. Yeah.
Well, that's really neat.
Yeah.
Okay. When's your next new beginners class?
Well, at the moment it's done through the Sport Bay of Plenty, but I've still got a few spaces for that. But I'm on coming up to week 3 of 4 weeks of that beginners course. But I do a gentle yoga on a Tuesday as well.
Okay, yeah. And so beginners can go to that too?
Yes, they can. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, you might see me there.
Yeah.
Thank you, Jane. What do you love about the Whakatane district?
Well, apart from the stunning scenery and being by the ocean, and I just went for a run through the bush this morning, which was beautiful. I think it's what I noticed coming from the UK is how open people are, how accepting people are, and I think my gifts have really shone since I've been here, and I think it's because people see it.
That's
that
neat.
People have allowed it to come through, and so I feel very grateful to the community. The community really comes together, I think, here. So yeah.
And I think that our community is really grateful to you because you add so much value to it, whether it's your performances that you do whenever you're called on to do them, but also that you empower women to feel confident in themselves. And I've seen your students doing public performances, and I know some of those women, and I know that they come from a real shy place, and for them to stand up and shine is such a big deal, and that's because you empowered them to do that, and I think that's great. So thank you for what you add to our community.
Oh, thank you.
Thank you, Jane, for being part of my 20 Days of Awesome. It's been awesome to spend some time with you today.
Oh, thank you.
No worries.